All right, good morning, Learning Frameworks. Today we are going to talk about Bloom's Taxonomy and what you have to do for this unit. I don't want you to get too confused, so I'm going to explain the activity pretty in depth for this unit. So let's get going. I am going to be looking back and forth because I'm looking at my documents to make sure that I'm explaining everything to you. So first off, in each unit, you should have noticed in your big picture document that I have a student objective for the week. And it basically identifies what you guys are going to do, what you're going to be learning within that unit. It's going to give you a verb. For example, in this one, it says we will identify patterns of thought according to Bloom's taxonomy. What you're going to be doing is identifying, meaning that you can understand each level of Bloom's taxonomy and the verbs that go within that. The next part is defining patterns of thought. You'll be able to say that knowledge is this and creating is this. So that's what you're going to be able to do. Also, we're going to learn about metacognition in this unit. And what metacognition is basically thinking about your thought and understanding what you're learning through understanding how you're thinking. So it's kind of ambiguous, but we're going to go over that and you'll kind of learn about that this unit. All right, so for your forum, you have a creative thinking skills assessment. The assignment I'm going to explain in just a moment. Voice thread is just a short little voice thread about Bloom's taxonomy and metacognition. You have a quick quiz, 2 videos, and there is some reading within here that are the Bloom's taxonomy quick sheets, just so you can get some more information about Bloom's taxonomy as you go through and try to figure out the assignment. The assignment is the 3 Little Pigs / Bloom's activity. What you'll need to do is I've put 2 documents in there. You have the document that's the actual activity that you need to complete, but you also have a document that has the verbs on it, and you'll use that one to create learning objectives for each verb. So when you pull open the 3 Little Pigs, at the top there is a little blurb, and it says read the story about the 3 little pigs. Write out inquiry questions similar to the examples given in class. We didn't have in class, but you can click on that Goldilocks example and see some real examples that are there. Formulate Bloom's taxonomy objective for each level. And then they would have to be able to answer the question that's used in the Goldilocks example. So if you look over at the Goldilocks example, it gives you all of the levels from 1 to 8, tells you some verbs and gives you some information. This is a great resource to use in order to do that. So you know that, for example, if we're doing the Goldilocks example, all right, you have knowledge. And knowledge means you're going to recall certain information. You're just going to be able to spout it back out, okay? Here are some questions that you need to be able to answer. Who is Goldilocks? Where did she live? With whom? What did her mother tell her not to do? And in order to have a good, maybe a good objective for Goldilocks in the knowledge area, maybe we will identify what Goldilocks' mother told her not to do. Or we will identify who Goldilocks is. Or we will identify the place Goldilocks lived. So you can see it's not that difficult, but you have to think about what verb would be appropriate to use to hit each level of cognition. Okay, so it sounds kind of confusing. If you have questions, as always, you can feel free to answer them. Put them in the coffee shop. Ask your fellow students what they're doing, if they have any tips, tricks, or whatever. But it shouldn't be that hard. Use the Goldilocks example. Remember, we're in college. Think outside the box. And if you guys, as always, have any questions, you can email me. But please use all resources that you have to try to get this done. Use the Goldilocks example for sure. And I hope you guys don't have any problems, and I hope you enjoy it. See you next time.